think creativity stems from your own individual sound and the people that inspire you. This whole creativity section, I think, is more on the side of developing your sound and like having people recognize the things that you do and then riff and draw back to improvisation, riff on that type of material. And that's what I think separates like creative players from imitative players. Neither are bad, but to be creative, like you have to really stem from your bag of tricks and make sure that those outshine the players that you've idolized.
I try to have creativity be as major of a part of anything I'm doing as possible. My goal is to try to have some creative element be as big of a factor in whatever it is I'm doing at all times, if at all possible. One thing that I had focused on being in LA was trying to be involved with as many creative projects that I could.
The thought of being able to put your own ideas out there of what you want that music to sound like, creating your own melodies, creating your own beats, creating your own sound, your own vibe, that's huge as musicians. Pushing yourself and putting yourself in positions where other people are going to push you to be creative and push some limits and test yourself is going to be really important. And for me, that was the composition and arranging. I had never really done it before. Before that point, I had done maybe like 2 arrangements up until then. And then I was in a class my junior year that was like, we're going to write something every week, and the teacher would give us like a certain like compositional tool to use, and then we'd have to write a short little tune using that tool as the main compositional aspect. And it was amazing. Like, it was so much fun. Present your music in a way that's yourself and completely your own and not anybody else's way of presenting that music. There's so much stuff at your fingertips that you just have to have the will to explore and try new things.
I really love performance of music. I mean, I love recording and I love composing, but performing is like where my heart is. So for me, the creativity is kind of like creating a world for listeners, audience members to step into, whatever that is, whether it's my own actual world or something that I have created, that the story that I've created. That to me like really fuels me insofar as performance, like letting people step out of whatever they're in and getting into something else for a minute, for 5 minutes, for an hour, for whatever it is. Creativity happens in a lot of different areas, but that's probably the main role it plays in my musical experiences, like in performance and in that creation of the world that you're inviting people to come and join and kind of play in.
Being creative is, to me, the most important part of the music. Like putting your voice and your expression and your feeling into the music and then vibing off that expression and creativity with the other musicians that you're around. Like, to me, that's the best part of the music. What I want the listener, what I want the other people around me to feel while I'm playing.